Welcome to the dojo, young samurai.
Konnichiwa, young samurai. My name is Chris Bradford and welcome back to another Ninja Night Read. I will be reading from my book sampler, Young Samurai, The Way of Fire. Now, in the last chapter, chapter 6, Ambush, they were ambushed by 3 ninja in the graveyard. There's been a bit of a fight. Akiko, Emi, Saburo, Yamato, Jack, they've all been attacked. And they're now on the run trying to escape. But as they're leaving, a single ninja drops down before Jack, a ninja with a single green eye. It could only be Dragon Eye. So, chapter 7, Dragon Eye. Run, young samurai, run, hissed Dragon Eye. No one moved. It's the gaijin I want, he said, pointing the knife at Jack. Emi glanced fearfully at Jack. He realized she thought this was a revenge attack for the time he'd stopped Dragon Eye assassinating her father, the daimyo of Kyoto, earlier that year. But Jack knew different. The ninja was here to find out where he'd hidden the precious rutter. Dragon Eye took a step closer. "No!" screamed Emi, kicking out to knock the tanto from his grasp. Dragon Eye deftly evaded the attack, slashing her thigh with his knife. She screamed as she dropped to the ground, grasping her bleeding leg. "Any other heroes?" inquired the ninja, placing the tip of his blade under Emi's chin. It would be a shame to ruin such a pretty face. Jack knew there was only one way to save his friends. "If you want me, come and get me," Jack challenged, turning and running off into the forest. He weaved between the gravestones, the undergrowth whipping at his feet as he went deeper and deeper into the darkness. Switching right up a small rise, he then cut down a slope and dived behind a large, lichen-covered tomb. His heart thudded in his chest, and he could hear the blood rushing through his ears. How had the ninja found him? Dragon Eye was like an evil shadow that never left his side. Jack poked his head above the tombstone. The mist swirled between the graves, the tall cypress trees reaching up into the moonlit sky like the outstretched arms of the dead. "Looking for me," whispered a voice in his ear. Jack spun round to be confronted by the deadly assassin. His single jade green eye and the glint of a knife were all that could be seen in the encroaching darkness. Jack had only one choice. Clambering to his feet, he drew his sword, prepared to fight. The ninja calmly put away his tanto, reached over his back, and unsheathed a large ninja toe. The steel sword caught the moonlight as he brought it in line with Jack's wooden bokken. Jack didn't wait for Dragon Eye to attack. He knocked the ninja toe aside, thrusting his sword at the enemy's throat. The ninja's single eye flared in surprise at the speed of the attack. Twisting to one side, the tip barely missed his neck. Dragon Eye retaliated at once, cutting his blade across Jack's gut. Jack managed to block the strike, but sacrificed a large chunk of his wooden bokken. The ninja pressed forward with his attack, splinters flying everywhere with each blow Jack deflected. Dragon Eye aimed for Jack's head. The razor-sharp sword sliced through the air. Jack ducked, holding his sword high to protect himself. The steel ninja toe cut straight through the bokken. Jack stared at the useless stub of wood in his hand. How he wished he had the steel katana Masamoto had given him. Dragon Eye gave a rough grunt of laughter. Realizing his skills were no match for the ninja, Jack threw the bokken hilt at the ninja and ran for his life. He broke from the forest into a clearing, almost careering headlong into the swamp. Stumbling round its edge, he lost his sandals in the mud. "You can't run forever, gaijin," shouted Dragon Eye, hot on his heels. Jack knew the ninja was right and stopped running. Taking a deep breath and calming his mind, he turned to face his enemy. The ninja stopped too, his head cocked to one side, surprised to see that Jack had actually followed his command. "So, finally you understand there can be no escape. Now where's the rutter?" he demanded, raising his sword and placing the tip to Jack's heart. Jack didn't answer, but continued to focus on his enemy's face. Are you really prepared to die like your father over a mere book? Asked Dragoneye, twisting the blade so it pinched his skin. You should be asking yourself whether you're prepared or not, Jack replied steadily. What do you mean? Said the ninja, just as the burning hot embers of the way of fire caused his straw sandals to burst into flame. Jack had felt the hot coals as soon as he stepped upon the patch of blackened earth. He immediately stopped and cleared his mind in readiness for the heat. But Dragoneye, so intent on pursuing him, hadn't given the ground a second look. The ninja howled in shock and pain as the flames licked up his legs. Jack knew he only had moments before Dragoneye recovered. Lashing out, he kicked the ninja as hard as he could in the chest. Dragoneye stumbled backwards, teetering on the edge of the swamp. Jack struck him again, hitting the ninja with a double flying front kick. Dragoneye toppled into the marshy waters and disappeared beneath the surface. Jack didn't wait around. Knowing he would need help to capture the ninja, he fled back through the forest in search of his sensei. When he reached the cemetery, Jack discovered that his fellow students were still locked in combat with the 3 other ninja, and there were no sensei in sight. Picking up a discarded okken, he joined in the fight, standing shoulder to shoulder with Yamato, Akiko, and Saburo in a protective circle round the still bleeding Emi. Despite the students' combined strength, the ninja were proving too powerful for them, and they were forced to retreat. The lead ninja, his sword held high above his head, growled, "Surrender or die." Another Ninja Night read from Young Samurai. I hope you enjoyed that. Sayonara.